Alright, everybody, welcome back here to the International 2014 EU qualifiers. We're in day number 2 right now. Decent match coming up right now. Next.KZ or Xgame.KZ versus Relax. You're doing fine coming up here on the High Ground stream. Once again, thanks for joining us. My name is Mont. With me is What Is Hip. How you doing, Greg?
I'm doing well. Doing very well. Ready for another game here. We've had some pretty good ones so far. We've had a really long game, a pretty stompy game, and, I'm ready for something in between.
Yes, I am also ready for maybe a little bit long, but not super long, but also very close, and maybe just the right amount of action coming out here for both squads. We will wait and see how that is. I do want to go over the standings real quick while we've got a second here. And for the most part, this actually looks like it might be the first qualifier without a single tiebreaker.
It's definitely a possibility.
So if we go down through it, Rocks Kiss and Mouse Sports both tied at 7-0. If both of those teams end up 7-0 and they don't lose any more games, they won't have to play a tiebreaker for first and second. It's not going to matter. They're both going up to that upper bracket. Team Coast and Virtus Pro. Team Coast is 5-2. Virtus Pro is 4-3. They're also sitting in a playoff spot right now, which is pretty solid for them. And then you've got your maybe
on the brink.
On the brink. I'd say is a very good term as well. Next.KZ or Xgaming.KZ is 3-4. Power Rangers also 3-4. Then He and Relax 2-5. They're still
now we get to the more unlikely teams.
I mean, they're still mathematically in it, but
yeah, it's hard though.
Then you get to Aware Gaming, and then you get to MYM, who with that last loss that we just watched, they are down to 1-6, so they are absolutely out of it. So essentially, Relax need to win this game to continue moving forward and have a shot at the playoffs, and any shot at that would be very, very slim. Virtus Pro, if they win their next couple of games, they're going to be situated in a playoff spot. They have to deal with right now Mouse Sports as well as Hiki United. So let's say they go up against Mouse Sports, they lose. That puts them at 4-4. They win up against Hiki United. That'll put them at 5-4. Next.KZ cannot drop another game. Then if that's the case, so I mean that's a theoretical way to play it out also. But Next.KZ, in terms of what they have to deal with after this game,
you have to play Mouse still?
Yes, they still have to play Mouse, and then Next.KZ also have to play Relax and Team Coast. So. Like I said, Next.KZ pretty much have to win out, and I don't know if that's likely as Team Coast has been playing very solid Dota.
Well, good Dota.
Yeah, so.
Breaking hearts, breaking compendium predictions.
They're probably good-looking guys, too. I mean, they're from Scandinavia.
They're from Sweden. They have to be attractive.
I mean, have you seen freaking Alliance, man? God.
Most attractive team in Europe.
How do they look so good?
Man, if we were Swedish, we could be like them.
Yeah, well, we're not. The only thing we're good for here in America is drinking beer and enjoying
we're good at that, though.
Quality Dota in the ADL and things of that nature. So we are going to jump into the game, the draft. Taking a bit long, actually, a bit of a disconnect coming out from one of the players from X Game. But already we see the Axe and the Mirana, which I got to say I'm a big fan of. I don't know how it's going to play out here for Relax, but I like it. I like it a lot.
Big fan of these aggressive heroes, and we like the action. That's our... We like explosions, and that's how it works in the
dead
US.
Heroes, lots of blood. If you have a PA or Calling Blade coming out from an axe and that blood spray on the ground, we're down with that. We really can't ask for much more. Maybe some crazy picks like a Troll Warlord, for example.
That worked really well.
It did. It was actually impressive. They just YOLO'd it up, and man, it actually paid off. So if we look at the odds right now, I don't even think this game's on here.
There it is. No.
Is it? No, that's not it. That's not on here.
Rep.
No, scroll down more. Enhance. No, not on here. Value betting is live, though. So, jumping into this game, I mean, the thing is here, I don't see a scenario where Relax make it into the playoffs. They have to win out, which right now they have to deal with Next.KZ, MYM, Aware. So it's actually theoretically possible to win 3 games and go 5-5. But Virtus Pro have to lose to Hiki United and to Mouse Sports. And then on top of that, Next.KZ, while they're playing Next.KZ, Power Rangers will have to lose at least one more game as well, which they're playing up against. Power Rangers are against Rocks Kiss and Aware. So I guess there is a potential possibility there. I'm not sure, but right now it feels like the playoffs are almost set up here. I don't want to call anything too early.
Yeah, I agree with you, though. They feel kind of decided, more so than the other ones, given the games that are left. I think we've got the proper 4 teams in our top 4 spots, given that Power Rangers fell to Team Coast.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate loss, too. I mean, that team, I think, was slated to be maybe in the top 4 in some of these people's, in some of the personalities' predictions. I don't think we talked about it too much. I'm not sure what they said on the pregame show. Team Coast has looked damn impressive. A team that has had solid Dota, and they have made a couple of mistakes. They have had trouble finishing out games. They've had trouble in the early stages of the game, but they can certainly compete, I feel like, with Mouse Sports and Rocks, despite going down to both of them. I believe they've played both anyways. Yeah, they actually only have Aware and Relax, or Aware and X Gaming left, so. With 2 losses to their names, those both being, I believe, Mouse Sports and Rocks. Kids, Team Coast are looking solid. For the rest of the squad here, for our Next.KZ and for Relax right now, I mean, this is a game that might not mean much. For Relax, they need to win out. For Next.KZ, they also pretty much need to win out. So, it's going to be, I think, a tough one right now for these squads, but this is going to be where it starts here. This game in specific. And they're going to pick up the Disruptor for Relax, which I really like with not only the Axe, but Marana as well. You can set up that arrow. It's hard to hit, but you can do it. Next.KZ will pick up the arrow and the Gyrocopter, which we've seen before. If you run an aggressive tri-lane against that, I might get shut down rather easily. The thing is they have the Gyrocopter fall back on with a Rocket Barrage, and he might be okay in a defensive tri-lane.
I always get worried for Wisps when they get aggressive against, just because such a low HP pool is extremely dangerous, and
it is.
Sometimes just bad things can happen when you have that low HP pool, especially when there's also that Axe on the other side.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like I just don't know about this IO pick. I feel like Next Gaming, they just want to try to be aggressive and have relocate ganks go their way, but against an Axe, I don't know if this is the right choice for them. They have a Centaur, which is nice. They have Stampede. And an Axe trying to go up against the Centaur might not be the best idea. I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about this lineup for Next.KZ, and I'm going to keep saying it. And I'm going to keep saying it over and over and over and over and over again. So, well, we'll see. As we're into that last pick here for both sides in the second pick phase. It's been a pretty long draft, I feel like.
Yeah, Relax are almost out of bonus time at the moment.
Yeah.
So
you got to be careful.
Well, they pick up the Wraith King here, so this is a pretty traditional aggressive tri-lane. Wraith King, Axe, Marana. And I mean, I guess they could have landed a little bit differently, but they have the Disruptor, which kind of changes things a little bit. So maybe they won't land it that way.
I don't think they're going to put... one of those heroes is a safe lane hero, and it might be the Marana. I feel like, I don't know, Axe, Disruptor, Wraith King... You won't have the arrow to connect, but you'll have Thunderstrike damage, which might be enough. You'll have Glimpse, which is pretty okay as well. I like this. I think this is okay coming out from Relax. I just don't know how they're going to land it. The Earthshaker's picked up for the Kazakhstanian squad. IO, Gyrocopter, Earthshaker, they have some very defensive lanes. If they get caught out, they have the Fisher to rely on, so I do like that. Is that going to be enough to stop any sort of aggression? I mean, we're assuming that Relax are going to do an aggressive tri-lane.
I mean, with these heroes, I think they have to.
Yeah, I agree.
It'd be a huge mistake not to, at least.
Yeah.
Continuing forward here, they have the Earthshaker for Next.KZ, and we've already seen that's a pretty valuable pick against aggressive tri-lanes. The long initiation range from Fisher can be pretty valuable, and we'll see if it's enough to keep them in this, I guess.
I hope he's got the good set, too.
The EG set?
I love that set, man.
I like that set a lot, too.
Yeah, that's one of the few... I mean, I might buy it and just rename it to the sellout set. Everyone else is calling me a sellout already, so I might as well go ahead and do that. So.
Oh, man, the sellout set.
I mean... Oh, wow. They're going to go for a Tinker on top of that, which is fairly interesting. Relax, pick up the Tinker right now. We saw this yesterday, I believe, for the leak on Aware. But this is interesting. They go for this kind of split-pushing hero, but they have this early game lineup. It's all kind of around this aggressive play style. They pick a hero that doesn't necessarily... I guess he can contribute to fights. I guess
he could go laser rockets and get a blink fast.
That's true. That's true.
That's not exactly a traditional style at the moment.
Right. But it would be something different, and it might win them the game in general. So they have options here. And honestly, I think that I just, anytime I see an Axe, I prefer that lineup. There are very few times where I see an Axe and I'm like, no, I don't like that. The one thing I wish they did instead of like maybe a Disruptor would be like a Dazzle, even though I love Disruptor as a hero.
Definitely agree.
Or even like instead of like a Marana and then you have a Wraith King Core. But then again, I don't like Wraith King Core in general. In fact, I don't like Marana or Wraith King Core. But
Viper
again,
I don't like this hero, man.
Everyone is picking him. We've been saying, like, I don't know how I feel about this hero, but everybody seems to pick this hero. Hello.
I
Did I
bet.
miss something?
It was
No.
a while ago.
It's okay.
What did you miss?
Oh, I just got it like 5 minutes ago.
Oh,
I'm
it was
ready.
a while
Let's
ago.
do it.
Hi, Merlini.
Quick break. Sorry, guys. Let's go.
Are you leaving me?
Mom will be right back.
All right, bye guys.
Pull down the fort.
Bring me something.
Okay.
I don't care what. Just bring me anything.
Okay.
All right, thanks, Ben.
No problem.
Bye, guys. I'm alone. Why? All right. Close the door, you Neanderthals. Oh my God. All right, hold on. Good thing we're paused. I'm gonna be right back, everybody. I'm solo casting, boys. That's right. I'm alone. Ben just abducted. I should say Merlini just abducted What Is It. So I'm here alone casting this game for you. We're going to jump right into the action. It is X Gaming versus Relax. And I got to say, like I said, I prefer the Axe draft now coming out for Relax. They are going to land it aggressively. Solo safe lane Axe. Interesting. Very interesting for Relax right now. I like the pickup. We'll see how it goes from here. Well, let's get into some introductions while we've got a second. For Next.KZ, it's going to be Mantis. He'll be up with the Gyrocopter in that top lane. Stallcat on the Centaur Warrunner. Equal will be on the Earthshaker. We'll have Reeves on the Io. And Wadafaka will be on the Viper. For the other side of things, on Relax, the Radiant Squad. Windex is going to be on the Wraith King. Tame My Wild on the Farming Mirana. Dread is going to be on that Disruptor. In the mid lane, it's going to be Yoki on the Tinker. And to round it all out, Shocklow will be on the Axe down in this solo safe lane, who will be probably going up against a solo off lane Centaur Roadrunner. So, okay. I like the lineups right now. I don't know. I like when Axes are aggressive in lane and they try to get kills, and they generally just become a nuisance, essentially. But for now, it's just going to be him getting his levels, him getting his Splint Dagger as quickly as possible, which, by the way, he's got a cosmetic for. And you're back.
I'm in.
All right, good stuff. What happened? I don't know.
Had to see man about a wallaby.
Okay, well, that doesn't really tell me much. All right, well, I'm gonna only assume what happened, but we're back. Greg's back, everybody. I thought you guys were like going to the store or something.
Nope.
Leave me in the middle of a cast, but
Oh no, I wouldn't do that to you.
I wouldn't care if you did, honestly, at this point.
All right, well, lanes are settled out here.
I already introduced them.
It is
so
the aggressive tri-lane.
Catch your breath, dude. Relax. I got the talk.
They're soloing the Axe.
Yeah, that's what I kind of said. I was like, all right, I can get down with it, sort of, but Double Edge is going to be used by Stallcat early on here to try to be... He actually did more damage to himself than he did to Shocklow, so interesting choice. But, wow, Wadafaka taking a lot of damage in this mid lane. Yoki going hard already with the laser and the rockets, so Wadafaka's got to be careful. If he lasers him right now, and if he rockets him, he's probably dead. One more right click, and then the laser and rocket will do the job. They're trading effectively. Both are living on the edge right now. The laser is canceled, so this might be where the first blood happens. Both of these guys playing with reckless abandon. Oh boy.
Blind on the laser. Pretty valuable.
Yeah, it's
3 seconds
good.
of blind. Gives you a pretty big advantage.
He actually ferried out a salve to him. He didn't even go for a bottle. He ferried out a salve. So
That's... I mean, I guess you have to do it. If you gotta do it, you gotta do it. He has 0 last hits right now.
are you talking about the Viper or the Tinker?
The Viper.
No, the Tinker ferried out the salve.
Oh, well, Viper has 0 last hits.
Well, that's a bit... He actually has 1 right now, but that's it. That's a bit unfortunate. So, already, Yoki's winning pretty hard in this mid lane. Wadafaka takes another laser to the face. He's got 2 points in the laser. We might see that build that you were talking about. I think it was 2 laser, 1 into rocket, which we saw yesterday, and then 4 into the March. You can do 2-2 if you're feeling a bit more spiffy, so we'll see if he decides to go for that. Wraith King is going to go ahead and just try to secure rune control. Shocklow might do the same down in this bottom lane. He's heading out. And it looks like Windex will pick up the DD rune. They'll head top and maybe try to find a kill. Fisher not going to block Tame My Wild. The Rocket Barrage, though, he got a little too close. He actually maybe leaped over the Fisher block. I'm not sure. And they're not able to convert on a kill. In fact, their salve came out from the Mirana. So, try versus try, man. Action's going to be happening all over the place.
Yeah, this is a bit weird. Wadafaka is getting stomped middle. Jesus.
You talked about the laser, man. It's pretty good. Oh
He's got
my god.
3 blast hits. Is he
That rocket
dead?
might kill. I think that rocket would have killed if he used it.
No, he would have been okay.
Oh, okay.
It's close, though.
Yeah, one more last hit. Tame My Wild's got to leap away again. The fish are coming out. Those Fisher blocks, man, we've missed them, but it looks like Equal's been on point with them for the
He
most
has
part.
3 clarities still, too.
Yeah, he's
ready to go, boys.
He's going to be dropping bombs for a while, everybody.
Rearm back up and get that clarity and be ready to go. Looks like it is 2-2 to start for Yoki. given how hard he's winning this lane, I could see him max laser rocket here.
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't mind that.
Because it's a much more lane dominance build, much less farming. He also might decide he just doesn't need it. What is it going out here? It's south of Wadafaka too.
Tame my wild. Getting fished up. Why are you taking the spirits? Arrow's going to fly. This is dangerous as hell, but they're going to get the kill because of it. Reeves about to fall.
Oh my god.
Dread getting the kill. That is not the start you wanted if you're X Gaming right now. That's not good. They were so close to getting that kill on the Mirana, but a very smart arrow coming out. They actually all have to go back home, it looks like. They're going to travel in a pack just to make sure they survive.
And mid lane, Wadafaka salves back up. Still sitting at, Jesus, 4 last hits. And, well, he's going to max laser rocket. Okay. Not too unexpected given how well he's stomping this lane.
Oh, down bottom. Shock low. Does he have double edge? He might go for this kill here. He might even get it. Oh, does he have the range? He canceled it. Shock low. They should have killed him there.
Yeah.
Stallcat probably thought, though, if I have battle hunger on me and if I double edge, I might die, but he can go for it, man. That was very sketchy. There's been action all over the place. At least we're on the cusp of action, I should say.
Yeah, we'll see how Yoki continues forward here. It's also possible he just puts 4 points in laser. It's a little bit more efficient for the mana cost. Costs 10 less mana, only a couple less damage. So, we'll see. He's getting wrapped around on, though.
Yeah, they're going to look for a Fisher block here. They're going to find it. Yoki in some trouble. He will laser up. The rocket might be enough to kill. Yet Wadafaka. Is he going to get the kill? No!
Oh, that's the worst.
He went down. Oh, poor Tinker actually goes down, and that's going to be a 0-for-1 trade. And Yoki getting killed is... It's not a good start for a Tinker, although he has 25 CS, so it's not the worst thing in the world. Windex, as well as another support, are going to rotate mid. They're going to try to get some experience here. Wadafaka should be fine. Glimpse is available for Dread if you wanted to use it, but a bit too late now. Another TP coming in. This is Yoki back into the lane. We've kept our eye on mid for a while here. Yoki still has no points in March to the Machine Show. He can't really push out any of these lanes, unfortunately. However, I mean... Shaklo is sitting at 32 CS, but then again, most of that is coming in from these jungle creeps, and so it's a bit inflated.
He's still, definitely inflated.
He's still playing rather well. He actually almost went down to the center like we were talking about, but
yeah, I think once that happened, he had the realization this lane might be a little bit too dangerous for him.
Take my wild Fisher block again with the lead, but nice enchant totem from Equal grabs the kill. They're starting to turn it around for X Gaming right now,
and he's down to 1 clarity at this point, so. Gonna have to be a little bit more careful with the way he uses those fishers, but he has gotten the kill, so he's gotten his value.
Buy more clarity if he wants to. Not efficient, as Ben would say, but they're clarity. So.
Efficiency first. Well, safety first. Efficiency second.
He wants to get. He'll probably get arcanes pretty soon too. I would not be surprised to see him grab an arcane boots. You know, in a couple of minutes, the way he's playing and grabbing kills and Fisher blocking. You can only leap so many times. I mean, well, obviously if you have mana for it, but. That's a Mont note.
That's a Mont note right there.
Yeah, that's a Mont note.
Mid lane, Yoki and Wadafaka still battling it out here. Half CS for Wadafaka compared to this Tinker. And Yoki has done a really good job of keeping the pressure on in this lane and just making sure that he's able to really get the most out of it. Is level 6 now. He's actually holding a point at the moment. Seems like he's undecided where he wants to go with this.
He's like, do I go max laser rockets? Do I put a point in March of the Machines? What do I want to do? Do I put a point in rearm early on like a crazy person? I'm not sure what I want to do.
I probably would not recommend that one.
That's not a good idea. Definitely don't do that, kids. But Tame My Wild in the top lane. His CS is struggling. He's got 11 last hits right now. Yes, the Axe is getting farmed, but guess who else is getting farmed? Mantis. He's got, well, 27 right now. Not too bad considering he's tri-lane versus tri-lane. Yoki's got to pop the Invis Rune.
He got Viper Striked.
Yeah, he's fine. He's okay. Well, maybe not okay. There's the laser coming in, the rocket. The level 2 March, mind you. The Fisher block coming out as well, or just the Fisher. The right click. The corrosive breath. Not enough. Wadafaka, what are you doing? Oh, he gets the kill. The tower is going to pick up the kill on the Viper. That's a facepalm moment if I've ever seen one. Not the best plays from both players.
Yeah, that was a bit of a veilfish for both sides there. The corrosive skin proccing off that March makes life very annoying for Tinker. That is something he's going to have to deal with moving forward. It becomes much less of an issue the further you go in. Mid lane looks like they're trying to chase down on the Earthshaker here.
Equal's going to go ahead and use that Fisher. Windex dodged it nicely, but he didn't have his Wraithfire Blast, unfortunately. It was just coming off cooldown at about a second or two, so... Shaklo is going to go for the standard no boots blink build on the Axe, which he's level 8.
He has Tranquils, they're just on the ground.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, never mind. He's actually going to get a ridiculously quick blink dagger, and I'm not sure why I'm being an ass about it, so... He's playing rather well.
Yeah, he's doing fine. I mean, he realized that his lane is not going to be the most safe thing in the world, so he rotates in the jungle to get farm. He's still been popping his head in lane, pushing back the wave, making sure they can't get a free tower. But Centaur, he is doing pretty well for himself, and, well, he's got his Blink Dagger and 20 gold.
Yeah, I mean, they're both farming really well here. It's going to be the battle of the safe laner, or rather the solo laners. Shocklow has his Blink Dagger at about 50. Stallcat has his in 1 second. There it is. He's got to buy it and fly it out right now. So Blink Initiation, Blink Gaming, it's ready to go for both sides here, or at least for those two heroes.
Yeah, and we'll see how this continues forward here. Pretty passive game, to be honest. Some decent rotations, but some clowny plays as well. And leading the net worth is that Axe up at the top, and that's a little surprising, I guess, to be honest, but he has a monumental CS advantage, a lot of those being jungle creeps, but creeps are creeps and gold is gold, and he is at 3,800 net worth. He's got to be happy with himself. He's got his blade online, and he is ready to dunk some people.
This is what I like. The Smoke of Deceit gank right after you get the Blink Dagger. Where's the Centaur? Is he doing the same thing? Absolutely not. He's just running around, so...
Killing Viper is kind of hard, though. I don't know if they can actually do that.
If the tower wasn't pushed out, absolutely. But they might just go top instead. There's also a bunch of heroes for X Gaming right around this area, essentially. But they're going to make a beeline straight to mid, or top, rather. Now there's going to be that Stampede, the Stomp, as well as Stallcat, and Wadafaka blow up that poor Tinker. And that beeline top still going for relax. They even threw up the Moonlight Shadow, but... Unless they kill Mantis here, it's definitely not going to... He's actually backing.
It was a huge waste of time. That's really bad.
Yeah, they just walked right in. They just walked right here, and they say, "Hey, what's going on? We're all here in this lane." And now you see our nice little Blink Dagger. So, like I said, I like Smoke of Deceit ganks when you get that Blink Dagger. But if you're not going to be effective with it, and if X Gaming are going to be effective with their gank and Stampede, well, it's obvious who that favors. So
yeah, and I don't know if we've really touched on this at all, but Mantis, he is one hell of a creep hitter.
Yeah, he knows how it is. Yes.
He is very similar to the playstyle of Black. He hits a lot of creeps, and he was a little bit more active than Black used to be when before he moved to China, but that's the kind of farm you can expect out of Mantis, and that's why they go for a hero like Gyrocopter. I remember a lot of games when he played AM. Mid lane, though, Wadafaka.
That was not the best glimpse into a kinetic field, unfortunately. Stop, Yoki, double edge, dead. Now they're going to try to turn on Shocklow, but boom, there's the first dunk of the game. And it does connect. And, oh, the arrow actually hits on Stallcat as well. Berserker's Call not there, but they're going to get a second dunk. No, he actually decides to not use it. Okay. And they just get the kill with the counter helix instead. And the right click. So 2 kills going for Shocklow rather quickly. And one good thing, even though Tame My Wild didn't get a lot of farm in that top lane, Axe comes through. Yes, they lose Yoki, and that's a bit of an issue, but they're still doing fine, I think, in terms of CS. And, well, not CS, but just kills in general.
Yeah, and continuing forward here, we'll see if Next.KZ can create enough space for Mantis. It looks like at the moment they're doing just fine. He has no deaths, 61 last hits, has Helm of the Dominator ready whenever he gets a moment to buy that Morbid Mask, and then he's just going to be stacking Ancient Camps and farming away. Tinker, on the other hand, it's 11 minutes, does not have BOTs, still a pretty fair amount away, and that is a big issue for Relax. When you get a Tinker like this, you need those BOTs as soon as possible, especially when you're putting these levels in March, because it gives you less killing potential in lane. So if you're not BOTing around, you're not able to use your March as much, and, well, that's less gold in the long run. And at the moment, he's going to have a bit of a hard time getting that Blink Dagger just because he's going to be so delayed on these BOTs.
Yeah, and honestly, I think the build with his item, or rather skill build with Laser and the Rockets hasn't really paid off. I don't think he's gotten a kill, or he's gotten a kill and assist, but he's gotten help for most of those. The March of Machines, I can understand why you don't want to go that against a Viper who has maxed out Corrosive Skin, but at the same time, you need that March up early on, and that might have gotten him more CS. You could even stack these Ancients, which they are doing for him right now. They're able to grab him, those bots, probably with that nice little stack, but right now, Yoki, like you said, he's struggling. He needs to get up there.
Yeah, he's getting closer, though. 1,600 gold. He has just got a fair bit of farm in the last couple of seconds there, and well, Viper already has his mechanism, so he is relevant very, very early, and look at all these stacks for Relax. They are accommodating his needs very nicely.
Yeah, that's the thing. They knew that he had a rough time, but just 1 or 2 stacks will get him right up to 2,000 gold from that 1,600 baseline. So, Tinker now has his bots. He actually has a point in rearm as well, which is, you know, as soon as you get those bots, that's what you want to have. He's got no soul ring yet, so that needs to come out. He actually might even have to walk home, essentially, and Yeah, a soul ring will be very, very nice to have. The mech, like you mentioned, for Viper is done. He's actually almost level 11, still level 2. But Viper Strike's going to go 4 heroes top coming out for Next.KZ for X Gaming. They either want to make a goal in the tower or they want to try to kill Tamai Wild. But I'm not sure if they know Shocklo's here, who's, by the way, rushing an Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, no surprises there. Shocklo going for the dunk gaming, and I approve wholeheartily. Tinker, despite 2 minutes ago only having 1,000 gold, now has his BOT secured. So this is big, honestly. Getting those stacks. He even has the Ancients available now to get that Blink Dagger online. So the support's doing a really nice job there of stacking all of those camps up. A little bit of sacrifice for themselves, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. Someone I am worried about here, though, is this Mirana. She has nothing.
Yeah, Mirana doesn't have much farm. There's a lot of waiting happening in this top lane. X Gaming back off, and I'm pretty sure they were spotted out by this Radiant Observer Ward that's about to die. And that's why everyone's kind of just situating top and making sure, like, if there's an initiation, they want to be there and they want to be part of it. This entire map is empty, except for this top lane. Now there's going to be a Smoke and Deceit gank. Finally, Relax want to take the battle up towards X Gaming. They're going to find out maybe somebody equal. Looks like they spotted out Shocklo, who's running through the river. The Smoke of Deceit gank is not done yet, but I don't know if they want to do this anymore. Fisher actually stuns up Dread. They know that they're up there. They're going to walk around to the backside. No wards coming out. They're going to run into everybody. Shocklo going to jump in. Berserker's Call. It's going to hit on a 2. Static Storm as well. Kinetic Field. The dunk not going just yet. There it goes, but it misses. Actually hasn't used it. The call down now coming in. 1 for 2 trade. The relocate actually came out. I don't know what just happened. They actually relocated Mantis across the map for whatever reason. Axe and Mirana combined up to get the IO, who made a bit of a misplay. I don't know what just happened there.
How did Wisp end up here?
I think he relocated, and then he tethered. I don't know.
Something really weird just happened.
Yeah, I'm honestly not sure what just happened. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, in the end, it's bad for Next.KZ. They lose a couple of heroes, don't really get anything for it, and, well, Relax are going to try to take down a tower now.
Yeah, they're gonna actually get very close. There is reincarnation on Windex right now. He's gonna back away. Centaur Stampede going through the stomp as well, the double edge, but that's only reincarnation right now. They might even turn on this. Tamai Wild is gonna go ahead and just right click that tower down. Well, at least they got the tower. Windex tried to TP out. That didn't really accomplish anything other than obviously making enough space for Tamai Wild to pick up that tier 1 tower. Yoki even denies the tier 1 top as well. So Relax are getting more off the map right now. The Next.KZ, but hold that thought. Tamai Wild getting stomped on. He has his leap. Now there is going to be some battle hunger on the backside. The tether coming through as well as the Wisp balls. Getting that kill with Viper getting the last right click. So, alright, they're turning it around. They're trading tower for tower. This is a lot of aggression, and everybody is just trading blow for blow. More blinks coming out. Nobody's died yet. Shocklo's looking to engage on somebody. Berserker's call up onto the high ground here. Stallcat's very tanky.
Though, yeah.
He needs counter Helix procs. Shocklo is just like, this was a bad idea. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. He's got no Blink Dagger. Blink Stomp. The tether slow as well. The counter Helix procs not enough. Fish is going to go the Static Storm though, but Shocklo will fall. They'll mech through it. Stallcat might die. No, the Glimpse coming through on top of that. The Thunder Strike not doing nearly enough. He's going to regen up, but he gets hit by the arrow. Oh, God. Is he okay?
Getting pressed back, though, down below.
Is he fine? Yeah, he's all right. Tamai Wild can't do much here.
Going for the was hip approved build 4-2-1. I'm on top of that one every day.
Oh boy,
oh, that's just rude.
You hate to see it. Your stack is now gone. That's unfortunate, but
well, they're gonna 5-man still, and we'll see how Next.KZ want to carry this one into the late game. They're going for a quick BKB on Mantis. This basically means that they're going to be looking to fight here in the next couple of minutes, and that makes sense given the fact that they have Viper. You want to be able to use that. They're stacking up the Ancients right here, and he's going to try to take these down afterwards, and that's going to actually put him very close to his BKB as long as the stack is successful.
Yeah, I mean, this should be pretty much his BKB. When he gets to that, he can start fighting a bit more aggressively. The annoying thing is the Marksman Machine damage is still going to be kind of difficult to deal with. We saw the 5 Blade Mail strat work before. I don't think X Gaming are going to do it, but they certainly could if they wanted to.
Yeah, it worked pretty well last time, but not sure it's going to be good this time.
Well, who knows? Honestly, we don't know what they're going to build up at this point. Equal, he needs a Blink Dagger. He's got his Arcane, so he's
doing
moving along
right
nicely. Io has relocate up, and despite that one kind of weird thing that happened in the trees up here in the top lane, well, mid-jungle kind of area, worked out okay. Blink Stomp, Yoki, got to be on the receiving end of some right-click damage. Relocate in, the Rocket Barrage and the Laser, well, it won't really get the kill on Stallcat, but Yoki will fall in the end, so They'll mech up, they'll make their way towards this tier 1 tower down bottom, they'll pick it up, and they'll go from there.
Relocate gyro. It's very good.
Solid.
We've seen it a bunch. The overcharge is really good. The damage reduction on gyro is pretty relevant, and I think his BKB is done. Is that flying out?
Yeah, I mean, he just bought some. He's missing money, so I mean, he must have just gotten something. Top lane, Say My Wild got caught out of position. Stallcat looks like he stomped, but no such. Excuse me, rather no such luck. So
they're taking this bottom tier 1 with relative ease. Doesn't really look like they're going to run into any problems there. And Next.KZ are just starting to walk away with this one.
yeah, I mean, it's 18 minutes in. They have a 2,000 gold lead, which is pretty solid, and a 5,000 experience lead, which kind of seemingly came out of nowhere. Shockflow had like one decent fight, and then they've lost everything since then. They've gotten picked off a couple of times. They've lost a couple of towers. Top lane, Static Storm, Tame My Wild, taking some damage. Dredge trying to help out. Stallcat will fall. They are actually connected from Tame My Wild, but will he survive? No Fisher up for another 4 seconds. Oh, no!
God.
No! Equal. No Fisher. Yeah, that'll get the kill. Alright. Tame My Wild was a little too close by, and he actually dies to Fisher. A little too aggressive from him, but that Echo Slam.
That Echo Slam, though, not quite. That's good for a frowny face.
I'd say so.
Well, continuing forward here, what are the options for Relax? They need to continue getting pickoffs and have Yoki secure his Blink Dagger so he can farm a bit more safely. The biggest problem now is if he's walking down lanes, there's always the risk that Gyrocopter and Wisp are just going to show up and kill him.
Yeah, if they know where he is, they're just going to relocate.
So he really needs to get that Blink Dagger, and now it's finally purchased.
He got it. So now he's... timings aside, this is... At least he's got something going for him, and now it's going to be a bit difficult to deal with him. And X Gaming probably wanted to avoid this timing, but they knew it was coming nonetheless. So now it comes down to what do they do to combat this? Do they put wards up on the high ground here on these cliffs, on the sides, on the side lanes? Do they go for Roshan to try to pick up an Aegis and then try to fight? Do they push out their waves and just wait for the team of Relax to make a mistake? There's a lot of options here for X Gaming. They can even smoke up and try to go for a fight themselves. Shockwell is getting very close to his Aghanim Scepter, but he hasn't really dunked that often. I mean, he's gotten 3 kills. Some of them haven't even been dunk kills. And then again, 625 kill threshold is pretty damn good early on in the game.
Once really that's out of line, it's going to be extremely easy for him to get those dunks. It's only going to be 450 for a while. He's still fairly far away from level 16. A good team fight will push him in that direction, but he does need to move along there and get that max threshold. It's pretty huge. I mean, that's like half the HP of Mirana, so...
I mean... And again, Mirana has like nothing. Like she's sitting at below half the net worth chart. 5,000. She will purchase her drum up finally, which is good for early game aggression.
She might be dead.
Stallcat is... hello. How are you, Stallcat?
Oh, that's a disconnect. I think we're going to wait to pause, though.
Well, that was equal, actually, disconnecting, though.
Yeah.
Relocate. Reeves is alone. Uh-oh, this is bad. They need to pause. Stallcat in some trouble. Stomp. Double edge not to follow up. They're going to try to bring Stallcat back. They realize that, well, without that Earthshaker, this might not be good. So they will bring him back to safety. Equal actually reconnected in the meantime. Shocklow. Going to use his Berserker's Call. Yoki's going to throw up. He's going to use his... well, BKB's used for Mantis now. He's going to try to use that Rock Barrage. But the Moonlight Shadow, they've got no detection. They force out the BKB charge. Dust too far away. Mantis actually might not even survive. Shockflow's on the hunt. He's got a Blink Dagger, and his move speed is not as much as Gyrocopter, especially with his phase boots on, but Arrow actually sails through. Tame My Wild. Oh god, this is not good. Meanwhile, Fisher's gonna fly. Windex, spread big Echo Slam coming through. They catch 2. Windex getting low. He's got his reincarnation, I believe. Yes. And there's gonna be the chilling or Culling Blade. Boom! 1-2. Shocklow getting it done.
Arrow sailing through.
Oh!
It's just gonna miss on Mantis, but
blink jam. Yes.
We'll relax her in the base.
Michael Jordan, ladies and gentlemen. Time to TP out. Oh!
Just barely. He bought back for that, too.
Oh, my. That is not good.
Questionable plays being made. That's what I'll say about that one.
Well, at 22 minutes in, Relax and X Gaming, they're providing an entertaining one, I gotta say. Shocklow now is Aghanim Scepter, so Dunk City. This guy plays for the Chicago Bulls. He's wearing all red, too. He's also got an Executioner's Cape, so he's less of a dunker and more of a I'm going to chop your head off kind of thing.
Big difference there, I guess.
Yeah, there's a slight difference.
Well... Oh my god, do you see the name of his weapon? Relax.
Yeah,
oh, that's fucking clever.
Man, Chocolate went hard with that weapon naming.
Big fan.
I'm also a big fan.
Big fan. Wish I had a big fan. It's hot in here.
Alright, dude, back to the cast.
Stallcat able to take down, or deny rather, the bottom lane tower, and Yoki is still just farming here. He's going for the Dagon build. He's just done nothing in the last 10 minutes.
He really, well...
He has Dagon now, so I guess he's been farming, but...
Yeah, that's true. He hasn't been getting caught out too much. Wadafaka's getting caught out, speaking of which. There's the Berserker's Call. Guess what, Wadafaka? You're about to get the blade to the face, or you're going to get stick charged and miss. That's unfortunate. Stallcat coming in. Now there's going to be a big fish with a Static Storm on the ground. Relax in some trouble here. They're going to lose one. Windex might be the second. He's got Reincarnation, but what is that going to do for you, Windex? It's not going to save you your life, I don't think. They do have Yoki on the backside. Kinetic Field from Dread. It's not going to help out. Windex, that rocket barrage damage, man. Equal actually might fall here. Yoki's going in with these March of the Machines. Equal is about to die. The Dagon cleans him up. Here comes Stallcat. Double edges a 3-for-3 trade. Is there a buyback from anybody, and will it matter if they do? It looks like no. What an engagement.
We got a sloppy one on our hands here. Second to last game of the group stage.
All over the freaking place, man. I'll tell you what.
This is a sloppy game as both teams just playing extremely aggressively and perhaps to a fault. Yoki has got that. He's rocking that purple Compendium Dagon, and I am a big fan of it.
I'm also a big fan, and he sniped a kill there too. And with March of the Machines, he's been doing work actually. So Yoki might even just carry this game. If we look at the gold graph right now, it has actually swung up in Relax's favor. They are actually, the thing is, you think about like 4 minutes ago, or maybe even a little bit before that, X Gaming were on Relax's side of the river. They were being aggressive. They were finding kills. They were pushing towers. That's not the case anymore. Relax are kind of doing the same thing that was done to them not too long ago. So I like the aggression from Relax. They know that they have this Aghanim Scepter. That was a very close jam as well for the Axe. That was just a stick charge coming from the Viper. So yeah, I mean, he was close, but no scar.
Mirana's in a rather weird position here. Apparently turning around. Up in the air, that's kind of cool. Man, I love the little things about Dota.
Is she leaping? No, she's just backing up.
She's just flipping around, levitating at the same time. That levitation.
It's like a trot, back. I don't know. This is really cool looking.
I love the little things about Dota, and that is certainly one of them. As we do have a DC here from Windex. He has paused the game and then DC'd. Maybe he's got a bug or some bad lag or something like that. And taking a look at the ping here. Kind of curious what these players get. It's a little over 150 for most of these Kazakh players. A little higher for a couple of them. I was under the impression they were playing I think they at least used to play at a LAN cafe. I'm not sure if that's still true though.
I don't know actually.
Well, that's Next.KZ, not Relax. Never mind.
Oh.
I'm Next.KZ. I'm pretty sure playing a LAN cafe. So
yeah.
Their pings are all mostly similar.
Listen, that sounds right. We'll go with that.
DC is on both sides, and well. We're going to have to wait it out here.
Yep, 24 minutes in, and it looks like we will be waiting just a bit, guys. So, while we've got a second, of course, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you follow us on High Ground TV on this channel, twitch.tv/highgroundtv. So, a couple more games going on right now. I actually want to give you an update on some of the other games that are rather important. Let's see. First of all, what are the games being played right now? We have currently, let's refresh this, right now, we're in this game. It is going to be obviously Relax versus Next.KZ. MYM is playing Heat United. Those two teams are out of it. Coast is playing up against Aware. Aware is out of it. And Coast is obviously looking for another victory to solidify their playoff status. Virtus Pro versus Mouse is kind of an important game.
I think that's pretty important more for Virtus Pro. I think to solidify their chances in the playoffs without having to deal with tiebreakers.
Yeah, if they win, they're not going to be in tiebreakers, I don't think, for sure. But even without a win, I think they're still going to be okay. So I do want to check out that game. I'm not sure where that's at. We're going to go ahead and just...
Probably the mainstream.
We're going to guess and see if that's the right... Let's see if that's the right thing here. Let's see. Let's pause this. It looks like it is. Looks like right now Mouse have a significant lead against Virtus Pro. It looks like this one is
not close.
Just about done as the ad starts running. So
21-7. Well, that's not close.
Yeah, I have to imagine that Mouse probably take that game in the end. Obviously, I'm not watching it. I can't make any certain distinctions. But we will get some reconnects back in. We might be jumping back into this game in just a second. So I don't know, man. It's been fun. It's been a good one, but I don't know if this is really is it gonna make a difference is the question. I don't want to be pessimistic.
It might not. It's hard to say. Yeah, Mouse looks like they're raxing. They already have one rax.
They have
now.
one Rax. They're looking for a second here.
You know, Illidan looking like he's doing his best as always, but not quite farmed enough.
Nice.
And
Well, we're back in the game. Close this tab here and get back to it. So, for Relax right now, it was a 3-for-3 trade, and that's the time I really want a team fight recap thing here in the upstairs high ground studio.
in the Andrew studio.
Yeah, unfortunately, we do not have access to Caspar, which is the I think the program they use for that. So, no such luck there. But, well, we still have quite a good game.
Dagon 2 picked up now for Yoki, and he's still just farming though. He needs to go into little lanes. He has a Blink Dagger. Like, the reason you buy a Blink Dagger is not to farm Ancients. It's so you can push the lanes out safely, and he just hasn't really done that.
No, you're absolutely right. But the thing is also, it feels like Relax, they have the specific game plan of being aggressive with their 4 heroes, and even Yoki jumping in. So he's just going to farm until they feel comfortable in pushing out waves with the rest of their squad. Stampede going through. Stallcat really wanted that double damage rune. He actually wasted the Stampede for it, which is fair.
Pipe too. That's a decently big item here.
He didn't even get it, actually. Tame My Wild got it, too. That's unfortunate.
I don't know. That item's just okay here.
What?
The pipe. It's pretty good against Disruptor. And
yeah, but all the physical damage from Axe, I think, is the biggest.
Yeah, and then physical damage from the March as well.
Yeah.
So.
I think it actually is
It's okay,
universal.
but-
It might be actually reduced by pipe. It's not blocked by BKB, I know that, but it might be reduced by... listen, I don't know. I don't know about the mechanics of that. I'm going to have to look that up after this game because it's been confusing
March?
for a while.
March is physical.
It says magical on it, doesn't
Oh,
it?
what the fuck?
Yeah, it's universal damage. It's damage that's not blocked by BKB, but might be... It might have some interaction with magic resistance.
You might be right.
Well, we can check that here in just a second. We'll get back to you on that one. Waterfuck is getting chased down. He actually has a point booster. He's getting close to his Aghanim Scepter. He's about 400 gold away. And Relax, they want to play this aggressive play style, and that's really what's won them the game, or at least given them the lead in the game at 26 minutes. So if they keep kind of applying the correct pressure, they might be able to take this Tier 2 and maybe even get that into a Roshan, and maybe even into a Tier 3 and high ground. So right now, they're still working on their first Tier 2 tower. They're not able to get it just yet. They have decent map coverage here, this Radiant Observer Ward coming out, but everything else is kind of blind for the Radiant team. So the Dire team, they've got a couple of sentries around the way. There's an Observer Ward here, one on Roja as well. They're looking for a potential gank on bottom. Yoki, they might know where he is here. They're not ready to go just yet. Equal has Fisher. They will have Vision if they decide to go for it, but it looks like, guess what? Yoki's already gone. They'll wait and see if he comes back here to this bottom lane. Looks like he's going to head top instead. Stallcat might try to push up this bottom lane. Yoki's going to work on top. This is what you wanted to see, it looks like.
Yeah, exactly. This is really what we're looking for. Pressure the towers, force reaction out of Next.KZ. Don't just let Mantis farm.
Yeah.
And he already has an Eagle Song, so he is doing just that.
Yeah, he's not really concerned. I mean, the thing is, though, if you push in the waves into the tower, I mean, he's going to be able to get those big waves. Yeah, it essentially almost provides him more farm to a certain extent, unless the rest of his squad farm it up. Shockless putting some harass on this Tier 1, or Tier 2 tower, top rather. Stallcat just missing that axe. Shockless got out of there just in time. TV not coming through. That'll be canceled. Yoki was like, maybe not do that. We're going to cancel that real quick.
Yeah, and it looks like the answer is I'm not sure, because there were bugs with Pipe, and I can't find the exact... Well, there were bugs between Pipe and March, and I'm not sure what the current status is.
That's actually an important question. That's an important question, and you know what? I'm gonna look it up for you. So this is always what I do. I'm sure you already went here, and you're gonna say.
Well, the problem is that if there's a bug, then it's not gonna be what it says in there.
They fixed a lot of bugs, man. I don't know. I'm gonna go by what it says in the wiki. This is important.
I think in theory, universal damage does not get blocked.
By pipe?
Yeah.
That's the theory.
Yeah.
Let's find out. I believe you. I believe you. But I don't really understand that, actually. So, hold on. Alright, this is quickly turning into Clown Town, so... We're just gonna get back to the cast. Listen, that's not even important. Well, Relax. They're doing okay. This Tinker's, I think he's gotten back into the game he's done really well. He's actually got, like you said, well, now it's Dagon 3. Second highest in net worth, the highest is Mantis. Again, Mantis is somebody that can hit some creeps. He can bring the game back, and you can go from there. But I'm fearing right now for the team fight. Yoki actually got a solo kill on Equal. He actually TP'd in, Dagoned him, and then went from there. So
And that's the kind of play I want to see out of Tinker. And it looks like, according to Dota 2 Wiki, it does absorb Universal, so...
Stomp is not going to be up. Shockbow actually has a Blade Mail. There's going to be the pipe going through. Waterfucker. There's going to be the Viper Strike. Nice. Glimpse back. Stallcat may be in trouble here. Berserker's Call. It is available if they want to use it. There's the Star Storm. The stun up from the Wraithfire Blast. TP coming in. That's a relocate from Mantis. The Flat Cannon damage going in, but they have the Moonlight Shadow. There's the Reincarnation. Windex getting kind of low. Can't tell who's winning this fight just yet. Windex about to fall for a second time. Relocate now done. Do they re-engage with Relax? It looks like they may. Stallcat is in the trees right now. Blinking forward with Shocklow. Not able to find anybody. They were so close to getting that kill on Mwatafaka, but not able to do so. Now the Butterfly is in fact done for Mantis. This game gets a lot harder.
Yeah, I think at this point, maybe Next.KZ just take this game away and, well, we'll have to find out.
I mean, it's scary. It's sketchy, I feel like, at this point, because either of these teams can blow up with one bad team fight. There's a Maelstrom now in Mirana, so finally Mirana's getting at least a little bit of farm. Tame My Wild had a bit of a rough early game, but he can rebound, obviously, with this Maelstrom, farm a bit more effectively, get some more right-click damage on top of that, and go from there. X Gaming want Roshan. Understandable. They have a sentry ward around Roche. They're checking it right now. They want to make sure there's nobody there. They throw another sentry down. Mantis will pick up that DD, and this should be more than likely a free Roshan here. We'll see if there's any reaction from Relax. It looks like they're making their way over there. They're going to throw the arrow up, and Stallcat going to avoid it, only to have it hit Mantis. He probably should have just tanked it instead. Rockets will fly. It's going to hit on Mantis, and now blink forward. Yoki's going to throw up the march. That's not good. They will back away, at least for right now.
No, they're still dancing around Roche here. Not 100% sure if Relax can really afford to go in on this. I think they're just going to get owned by Gyro if they do. He has a double damage too.
Yeah, it's about to run out though. The thing he got it right before he went into Roshan. So Yoki's doing the smart thing though. If they're going to take Roche, just try to pressure this tier 2 tower top. But X Gaming, they don't want to go for Roche. They want to try to take an engagement, which I don't know if that's the right idea. Not with Shocklow, who has a Blade Mail and an Aghanim Scepter and a Gem of True Sight on top of everything. So.
That's Dagon 5.
Oh boy, they're going to just jump right on top of Windex. He's got no reincarnation. Double Edge is going to go. They do Moonlight Shadow, but they're not going to save their comrade. They're not going to engage in this. Now that they've gotten a pick, X Gaming, it's time for them to take Roshan here.
Yeah, I think this is the way to go. Dagon used here, and Yoki needs to make a huge difference in this next couple minutes. Otherwise, I think it's going to be a fairly easy game for Mantis. He is super fun.
Even with the March Machine damage coming out, at least that damage is flat, and that's not going to change for the most part. It still hurts a lot, but
he's also life stealing through it and stuff too.
Yeah,
so.
at some point Mantis is going to be like too farmed for them to deal with, and with a pipe, which by the way does give you magic resistance up against the Marching Machines. It's going to be interesting to see how X Gaming reacts and try to move forward here. Look at the aggression coming up from Relax. They're diving behind a tier 2 tower.
Yeah, things seem to be going well here for Next.KZ. Ooh, that arrow somehow misses everyone.
I don't know how.
Count that one for 3 points. That's a field goal.
Oh boy. Fisher, nice jump from Tame My Wild. Loops away, the gymnast on that bottom mount, if you will. Calldown's going to fly. That's fine. It's a pretty low cooldown ability. No problem there. Down for 40 seconds only. But Blink Dagger now done for the Earthshaker. So positioning, he's got it now. Which the Centaur and the Axe had previously. Now he's got it as well. And, well, obviously the Tinker on top of that. But they need a Blink Dagger probably on... Actually, they have one of the Wraith King. What am I talking about? I am not keeping up on my items here. Let's just go ahead and hit the F5 button and see what goes on. Dread is actually building into an Axe Scepter. He's actually getting kind of close. He's got a point booster and an Ogre Club, man. He's getting there.
He's 1,300 gold too, so...
You know, he's like 700 gold away from that Aghanim Scepter. That's actually huge.
That's a pretty big item.
Yeah.
Tame My Wild finally has a Mjolnir, resembling some sort of farm here, and he is way behind, still sitting fairly far down that net worth, but really it's just Mantis who is in the lead here for Next.KZ. Everyone else falling behind, and he does end up with a small gold lead here. The problem is that Gyrocopter is not a bad hero to be carrying your gold lead, as he is very efficient at dealing damage to the entire enemy team with that Black Cannon. So
yeah.
He has almost 3,000 gold now, too, so I think we're going to be seeing a damage item next, and, well, and Mantis will be wailing on people.
Daedalus, MKB, either of those
MKB
items are going to be fine. Yeah, I'd agree. MKB's
the best here.
MKB's probably your best choice. And then
although Daedalus, I guess, could be okay, since he already had the butterfly. But...
Listen, why don't you just buy a casual Demon Edge and then go from there?
Make your decision afterwards.
If you get team fought on and you lose 5 heroes and you're about to lose a set of racks and you do lose a set of racks, why don't you just build right into a Divine Rapier? It's fine.
Yeah. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I think everyone's okay with it. But, well, that's just fever dreams for us at 33 minutes in. 3,000 gold in the bank for Mantis right now, who, like you said, is the top farmer in the game. His CS second to only the Tinker right now, who is at 231. No, they're trading back and forth. 34 minutes in, Mantis has been very effective with this creep farming, but they do not want to fight yet. Even with an Aghanim Scepter from Mecha and Wadafaki, even with a Blink Dagger initiation from Earthshaker, they're going to actually smoke up. They might even find Shocklow. They're going to Fissure on him, Blink forward, the Enchant Totem, the Moonlight Shadow.
No
Where's your detection, guys?
Really?
They have dust, but it's on Stallcat. No gem. Guess what?
Jesus.
Guess what you're getting next, guys. Guess what item you're going to buy next.
Seriously, if they don't buy a gem next, that is a huge mistake.
I think Stallcat has 2,000 gold, so just buy a gem. Stampede.
They're going to try to
Look at that
initiate
Viper
their Enchantment
Strike.
Wild, but
He actually already used Leap. He's going to try to TP out. Blink, Stomp, come on. They don't see him. Oh, no. Windex is going to get away with the Blink Dagger as well. The Relocate. Oh, what a disaster. They actually are going to find Windex. He's going to just try to TP away, and he is not going to make it out. He has Reincarnation, so that's down now for
I think he's dead.
160 seconds.
Oh,
nice blink, but they know where you are, dude.
He's stuck.
I mean, they're just wasting time at this point. Shocklow was thinking about going back in, but he's like, oh, my team's not ready. Just let Yoki do whatever he needs to do top lane and go from there.
Yeah, Yoki really the only chance left, I think, for Relax at this point. A team, there's a chance that maybe Axe can create some space for them, but despite this huge disparity in net worth, Gyrocopter, it just doesn't seem like they have a good answer for him. Like, with this BDKB, it is ticking down. Maybe Tinker can find an opportunity. I think that's their best shot, though.
Yeah, eventually he will get a new BKB, though. That's the thing. Well, at least he should. Satanic, though. He's going to go for that first and foremost. He actually has it right now. Damage item's still not there, but he might have enough with just right-click through Butterfly and Satanic alone.
Yeah, this is not my favorite. I like it a bit better when you get
I like
another
it later.
damage item first, but I can understand this.
I like it later. I mean, you see it so
He has
often.
the
Like, it's like you get your core items on Luna, and then you finish Satanic last. I feel like finishing Satanic's last, or at least close to last, is really important.
I guess he feels like he needs the HP against
He wants
the Tinker.
tankiness. Yeah, that's fine. Against the Tinker, I feel that's okay. Against an Axe, you won't be able to chop you down as easily, even with the Aghanim Scepter. Man, Axe is very close to level 3, so that's 650. Oh! Wow, that arrow Reeves. Man, did they just blow him up. Wow, they just jumped right on top of him. Goodness.
Mantis is watching his teammates die behind him. He's like, oh, well, I'm going to keep checking on forward here.
Better keep farming. But,
Maybe not. Maybe Relax. I don't know. They seem to be applying really good pressure here. And a lot of it comes down to Wadafaka just has got
You're dead. You're dead. There's going to be a nice use of that Static Storm, but the glimpse back in, not before Dread dies, however. There's going to be the hit, the Moonlight Shadow.
Ooh,
Mantis! He's got the Aegis. He's okay. He's alright. They have a gem now on Stallcat. There you go. He might actually pop the Satanic to get back up to full health here on this creep wave, or rather this Ancient Stack. Maybe?
Nope. Oh, he's stacking it first,
Stacking.
maybe.
He's got Flat Cannon in 5. We'll see.
Continuing forward here, this is getting kind of sketchy with, I don't know, man. This game is getting weird with these heroes having a ton of farm for Relax, but it feels like they just don't have a huge impact. If they can find a way to do that, they'll be in good shape, but like Viper has just done nothing this game.
Yeah.
And part of the reason is they picked Viper into this lineup, like third pick or something, right? And you just pick around it. Tinker doesn't care about Viper, that's for sure.
Why do people like
I don't know, man.
insist on picking this hero?
Like, this hero. I think he's good in very specific scenarios, and I don't think he's picking Windex. Ooh, that I'm not sure if that's bad or that's probably just awful. That's awful for Windex.
Yeah, that's not good.
That reincarnation literally came off
Just
cooldown
came up. Just came
right
up.
when he died.
Yoki goes Sceptered. Time to blink away and TP out. Homing Missile.
He should be fine.
Yeah, there's no way they can stop this.
Very close though.
Yeah, that was actually a lot closer.
Well, that was closer than I thought it was gonna be. Yeah.
Yeah, so. Well, I mean, X Gaming, they're getting a couple of kills here and there. The Aegis is going to get reclaimed, and we might be in for a long one as X Gaming. They want to farm this Gyrocopter up to full maximum capacity, 6 slottage, as they've had a bit of a rough ride here. 19 kills for Relax, most of which coming from Shocklow and his Calling Blade, and even his counter Helix, Tame My Wild, has been hitting arrows. He's got 3,000 gold in the bank. His next item might come soon. Maybe Manta style, maybe you go for another damage item, maybe you go for a BKB. Axe has a freaking heart. Shocklow is very farmed with about 3,000 health in his HP inventory, and 39 minutes in, if they kill this Gyrocopter and doesn't have buyback, he essentially They essentially probably lose the game, I'd say. Unless they can... Oh, Tame My Wild, what are you doing, man? Oh, Berserker's Call, dunk on one. There's going to be the counter helix and the Static Storm coming out as well. Another dead Shocklow. Well, there's the double dunk. They got 3. One right after another. The Dagon going. Equal getting blown up. Now, whoa, my God. Shocklow with the triple dunk. Wadafaka. Oh, there's no mana for a quadruple dunk, sadly. Actually, it was only 2.
Well, I think Next.KZ might have just lost. That was just the worst engagement possible.
Hey, Jar Capture bought back, and actually that was a team wipe. He's the only one that bought back.
They all got caught in that Static Storm, and that's an Ag Static Storm, and, well, then Tinker just went to work.
Not only Tinker, but Axe too.
Yeah, that was a great call.
Can they get this tier 3 on Rax is the question.
I don't think it's going to be an issue. Mantis certainly cannot do anything about this by himself.
Well, they can even just jump on him. So now Shocklow has, like, no mana. They have
Still
arcane boots. No one has arcane. Someone to get arcane boots. Shocklow needs them desperately. Yeah, this is a set of Rex gone for X Gaming. What looked to be an okay game turned out to be not so good. Shocklow's going to run in. Berserker's Call is going to keep Shocklow. Well, actually, he hasn't even popped it yet now. Windex looking to back away. 19 seconds for that reincarnation. He's going to Blade Mail first, but well, guess what, guys? He wants the range Rax at the very least, but
Yoki has an Ethereal Blade, though.
How are ya?
Okay.
How are you, Mr. Equal? That was a lot of damage. That was without laser rockets, by the way, everybody. Actually, it was.
He got rockets.
Echo Slam coming in. Equal will clean up 1 kill, but he's dead. I don't know if that was worth it. Static Storm is up now again. Mantis, you cannot go down, man. You've got to survive. He's going to get glimpsed back. They've got to focus him down. They're not. They're trying to kill on Wadafaka here. They're going to get it. No, stop. The double edge as well. They're chasing the wrong targets. They're throwing the game. Shocklow about to fall on top of that. 3 dead. Mantis getting a triple kill. You had one thing to do. Tame My Wild, get out of there. Okay, you had one thing to do, and that was kill either of those 2 heroes, and they failed on both aspects. Not to diminish the play of Equal there, but or Stallcat rather, but
that was pretty awful.
That was
real NA Dota real talk. That was pretty awful. Jesus. Oh god, that was just
well, at least they
still got racks.
They took a melee rack.
Let's look at the bright side. They still got racks. They still forced out a buyback.
Tame My Wild
They still did a lot of damage.
He's going for MKB. He's got damage now. Dread has
triple kill for Mantis. Where does that put him?
He's farmed.
That puts him in Manta Land, I guess. I think he's in Manta.
Yeah, he's gonna go for Manta style. I mean, this Yasha is not gonna, or Blade of Lacquer is not gonna be for a diffusal blade. It's gonna be for a Manta.
Be some next level shit though if it was.
It would be, but that's not the case. They're gonna head into the Roche pit now. 41 minutes in. Stampede, Glimpse, Stallcat, goodbye. Dread says, see you later. Free Roche,
oh
maybe?
my god, dude, that triple kill might have just put Next.KZ back in this game.
Well, they're still down 12,000 gold, so there's that. Spot's now up on Shocklow. They didn't even use a buyback on the Dire team. Not that their rating team, not that they had any. They didn't have any at all. But they're going to try to contest this Roche without Yoki here. Who, again, like you said, went Shotgun, Dagon, Tinker, which I'm totally down for.
Yeah, I think it's fine. He could use a sheep, though.
They're going to make a move on this? Well, actually, just going to give this away for free?
They're pretty afraid, it looks like.
Why?
I don't know.
They have the superior fight, I feel like. They will pipe up, though. That's going to be kind of an issue.
Looks like Roche is going to die for free.
They're not jumping in right now.
Do they not know this is happening or something?
Oh, they know now. Oh, Static Storm, but they picked up the Aegis already. Dread, you've been caught out, my friend. Are they going to follow this up with anything? The Rocket's going through. Wadafaka taking some damage. Mantis looking to turn this around. Stallcat, he's got a haste rune. Blink away. Shotgun takes the Aegis down for Yoki. He's going to blink away. Well, they lost 1. At least, I mean, that's actually not that bad. Shocklow. Tame My Wild actually took a stun. It looks like it was the homing missile. There's the Stampede. Tame My Wild getting caught out. He's going to fall as well. He's actually got no buyback on top of that, so... Blink away now coming out from Windex, who I don't know why you're still here. You actually might die. He's got Blink up in 5 seconds. Can they catch him out is the question. Yoki's trying to take that last set of racks up top, and in fact he did. Windex will fall. He's got Reincarnation. He's actually making them waste a lot of time. But Yoki's not really doing much here. He's not getting the Tier 3 tower. He has taken that last set of racks like I talked about. Windex is going to fall again at 43 minutes in. And another set of questionable decisions coming up for Relax at the very best. And
I hope this doesn't cost them the game, because that was just really sloppy.
Will? They got rid of the Aegis at least.
Yeah, Manta the choice for Gyro. I'm a little bit surprised he's not going for Rapier, but that's probably the next item on the list. I think at this point it's getting pretty desperate.
I don't know if he needs Rapier, man. I feel like he does enough damage. It's just his team is just not doing much.
Yeah, Wadafaka, this Viper pick is just not working. I feel like he's just literally done nothing. Every time there's a fight, he like uses mech, Viper strikes one person, and then that's it. It's just over.
I haven't been impressed with his contribution, nor have I been impressed with many Vipers' contribution. There's been one Viper in these qualifiers that these qualifiers that I've really enjoyed watching. I'm sure it was from, I think it was like LGD or somebody that played extraordinarily well. So, it's been kind of a rough game for Wadafaka right now, and well, it's maybe only going to get worse.
I think he's buying a heart. Tank up when in doubt. More HP.
Or Vanguard.
Oh my god, if he buys a Vanguard at 45 minutes, I'm leaving.
It's a heart.
There we go.
Yeah, that's fine. There is no buyback right now on the map for anybody. And that's fine, but I imagine Relax are going to try to finish this. At least they should.
What are they doing?
There's
Why
no
are you
reason,
farming? There's
no
a gyrocopter.
Gyro to let him farm.
If this game goes another 15 minutes, Gyro is going to kill them all.
Maybe. I'd put an asterisk on that. I don't know.
Well, yeah, given the engagements, anything could happen, but
this game just seems to be out of control in both ways, for both teams. It seems like after there's just one crazy fight after another. I can't even keep track of half the stuff that's going. I mean, from the IO bug thing that happened a bit earlier to these crazy engagements to not going into Roche there. Yoki getting a ridiculous amount of farm after being shut down hard. The only buyback in the game right now is Stallcat, which I wouldn't be surprised if we brought another item now. I wouldn't call it sloppy play, but I wouldn't exactly call it super.
I would call it sloppy play.
I wouldn't call it super excellent play either.
It's been pretty sloppy. I mean, sloppy's not just it's not flame. It's just their execution's not quite as tight as someone like Mao's, and that makes the difference here. And there's a call on Mantis. Is he going to be able to do anything with this call? Turns on the Blade Mail and just tries to TP out. Well, that's underwhelming. And Gyrocopter is going to blow up the Tinker. Jesus.
That's actually not good. He has buyback at least, but they can get a free tier 2 tower now, which is great for them. This game will probably continue on at least another 15 minutes, I'd imagine, considering what's been happening. Windex is going to go straight down mid, for whatever reason, and try to force a rotation, which he's actually successful at doing. They're actually going to smoke. If they smoke up to get these kills on Tamai Wild and Windex, and they don't have buyback, which Tamai Wild thankfully does, this is going to be an issue. So, I like what they're doing right now. This is a rotation I can get down with. However relaxed they sniff it out, they know that something is crazy is happening.
Only one hero
or they're going to go bottom and just try to... They're going to take the tier 2 bottom. Okay, I was praising them for a second. And, they're thinking about going in.
Nope, never mind. They don't know this is going on. In goes Stallcat, Double Edge, Tamai Wild, Fisher as well. In comes the Relocate, and they are just overwhelmed. Blink away by the Wraith King, and Tamai Wild is going to go down here. Viper getting the last hit, and Windex.
Oh, he's going to get equal?
He's going to die twice. Whether he gets equal or not.
Well,
he has a decent chance at a blink here.
Nope.
No, he doesn't.
That's unfortunate. Well, they might be able to force a buyback now out of Tamai Wild, who he's, besides Yoki, the only one that has one. So they're starting to get kills across the map that they probably shouldn't get. They've dipped the gold lead down to about 8,000 in favor of Relax, but still a pretty significant lead. Mantis is farming up the Storm. His next item, it very well could be that Divine Rapier. We will wait and see. If he gets that item, it actually might even be a bit of a throw because I feel like they're not even losing at this point. I feel like they're not winning all of these fights, but at the same time, they're not losing any fights right now either.
These engagements are just super sloppy.
You can't even tell, just by watching this game, you can't really tell who's in the lead.
Yeah, gold lead at this point is like when the engagements go like this, gold lead doesn't really matter.
If you're going by sheer numbers, then yes, Relax are leading. But if you're going by sheer late game prowess and team fight potential, and well, maybe not team fight potential, but they have the dire advantage. Stampede. Oh, Yoki. He has buyback, but he's going to die. Oh, wow. He almost goes Stallcat. In fact, he might. The pipe going to save his life. The mech as well. Looks like he will live. But a nice free tier 2 tower coming out as Mantis will pick it up with the overcharge coming out. They're playing this late game very well. Relax are going to try to push into the top lane that has no set of racks. The Berserker's called nothing. The glimpse in on equal. The kinetic field not going to connect. Enchant Totem. Fisher's not there.
This is clowny.
I don't know. Relax are just throwing bodies at specific areas, and half the time it's not working. X Gaming, they might be playing sloppy, but at least they have a specific game plan in mind.
The Mantis is just, even when you play sloppy, if you continue the game long enough, your gyrocopter will most likely bring it in for you in the end. That hero is still super good in the late game.
Does he really even need to go for a rapier this game? I don't think so.
not.
I don't think he needs to go for one. I think he picks up an MKB. I think he gets that item, and then they go
Probably
to
doesn't
town.
need one.
MKB, bots, boom, you're 6 slotted. And then you won't even have room for an Aegis. You give it to somebody like, let's say, I don't know, Stallcat, who's actually done a lot. Wadafaka, you probably get cheese, but Roshan's not up for another who knows how long. We have yet to find out, as the respawn timer has not shown up yet, or if it has, we haven't seen it. So, Tier 2 tower getting pressured. They have relocate available, I believe, from the Io here, but, well, Io might actually just die, as Shockwell wants to get this kill. He's going to find it. Io's now dead for about 66 seconds,
I
so...
think that's the first kill Relax have gotten in like a couple minutes here.
Yeah, that's actually really nice. There's no buyback for the IO. This means that if there's a fight breaking out, they cannot relocate in with Mantis there. They need to have that tethered buddy to help out and bring him to the fights, otherwise...
Yeah, and Mantis is going to continue farming here. What item he chooses, we'll have to find out. He is going to farm up quite a bit of gold before he actually buys anything.
5K.
He definitely needs buyback.
He's got 6K even.
Yeah, I mean, well, big item is around 5,500, whatever it is. If it's a rapier, it's a bit more, but he needs to farm buyback too. Otherwise, it's just a little bit too risky.
Well, it feels like he's saving up for, like you said, that big item and buyback, and I feel like it actually might be that Divine Rapier, which I'm totally okay with.
It's pretty, I mean, it's risky, but like...
At this point, you might as well go for it.
Yeah, it's getting ultra late.
The way this game has been going...
You have to, I think it comes down to if you die, then you lose anyway, so you might as well give yourself the best chance possible.
Agreed. So...
Like, even if you die in buyback, unless your whole team has it.
Bots? Okay, that's not what we're waiting for.
Okay, well, that's...
They're going to bots in bottom. Shocklow, he actually tried to TP out. He's going to get fished. He actually is going to fall. He's got buyback, though. Taking a lot of right-click. There's the gem up. Now, there's a big static storm coming out as well. Mantis, he gets caught in it. He's going to fall. He's got buyback. The tether coming through. Reeves getting caught out. It's a 2-for-1 trade. They've taken down the Mirana. Now the E-Blade going in. Yoki's cleaning up. Dread now. They had a nice use of that glimpse. Windex going to get out. Dread barely surviving. Stays at about like 10 HP. Someone's still running. Stallcat looking for a kill. A 2-for-2 trade. Buybacks were not used at all.
And this game's just all over the place right now. That one lane of Rock's top doesn't seem to be that much of an issue yet, but just Reeves is here to defend it, so it is going to become an issue. Tier 4 tower starting to take a little bit of damage here, and Tinker was thinking about BOTing in there, but
He's going to go to the mid
yeah,
lane.
this is a bit safer.
You can even just throw up a march, blink away in a second or two, and rearm, throw up another march.
He's going for Hex now, so it's definitely the right choice.
He needed that maybe a bit earlier. You'd like to see the E-Blade Dagon, but...
Sheepstick is just so good on that hero.
Oh, I'd agree with you 100%.
Insane. It's just insane. If he
gonna-
blinks and catches Mantis, they could easily just win.
No one's going to disagree about Tinker's Scythe of Vice. It's just too good to pass up. You have that multiple hexing utility, using that rearm to go over and over and over again at 52 minutes, and we are still waiting to find the victors of this game. And, well, 2,500 gold in the bank for Axe's next item. We're not quite sure yet. Looking at the item choices here for the rest of the squad, for pretty much everybody in the game. MKB, like we talked about, is done for Tame My Wild. I'm sure he's got plenty of gold in the bank on top of all that. Mantis, we're waiting on him. He's
I think
the big ticket.
We're just waiting for the Aegis to come back up now. Roshan to respawn. It's a full duration Roshan, of course, and well, both these teams are going to place a lot of value on this and try to get that Aegis and bring it into the later parts of the game. And Relax, I think their time is closing.
Oh boy, Stallcat, look out, dude. All right, one hex. That's it. They don't want to go for it. And well, looking at it right now, 2,700 gold in the bank, 52 minutes in, almost 53 in fact. Stallcat gets hexed up once more. A BKB going to be going for Mirana this time around at 52 minutes. Not too bad. That match community is actually going to be pretty crucial here. I feel like these Disruptor Static Storm ults have been very nice. Dread has hit 2 3-man ultimates, and again, there are Aghanim Scepter ultimates on top of that, so it's not going to be good if you get caught in that. Obviously, Mantis can't BKB, he can't use a Satanic. All of those items that you're kind of, you feel like you've earned at this point, you're not able to use. So, again, we're just kind of sitting here waiting for these next big items. The Roshan, like you talked about, Greg, and It's finally back up, and Stallcat will make his way into the pit.
I think if Next.KZ get this, they should have a good opportunity to close this game out for themselves after a really long journey. But at the same time, relax if they pick it up. Looks like they're honestly not even interested in it.
They're not even sending Shockley down there to try to contest it. They have the Roche timer. I mean, it's max duration Roche. They know it's up right now. They absolutely have to, so they just don't want to. They don't want to even contest right now. They don't want to.
They're gonna push it on tier 4.
I feel like if they don't contest this, though, you're giving an Aegis and a cheese to a gyrocopter and whoever else they're gonna give it to. And yes, you have a set of racks. It's not gonna win you the game.
They are losing a tier 4 because
well, the tier 4 is gonna fall. That's good. That's a good start, but they need to. Well, now Next.KZ need to go back home. Are they gonna relocate on top of this? Blink forward. Fisher's gonna hit onto 2. Where's the relocate? Looks like it's not coming in. The TP's gonna be coming in from Yoki. The relocate's still not there yet. Mantis is going to push out bottom first and foremost. They want to make sure they're not pushing into too much. Stallcat actually got arrowed. Viper Strike's going to go through. Blade Mail's up, and that guy as well. Stallcat will stay alive. And still farming. Mantis waiting for that next item. I don't think he needs to save for buyback now. Not with an Aegis anyway. He actually, I don't know what he sold. Might have been a TP scroll. He doesn't have another item he can buy unless he sells his bots, which... Maybe his Mantis style, I don't know.
Guess he needs a new set of a new BKB soonish.
Yeah, he actually could buy that.
This is still at 6 seconds, but
I don't know if he really needs it now. Maybe after the next fight.
Yeah,
he's gonna push that bottom first. He might just be saving up gold.
This is when I don't love Manta. Is like it feels like it just takes up a slot. The illusions are okay, but Flak Cannon's the main source of your damage. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Still a long game here for Next.KZ as even a tier 2 is still up in the mid lane. Also one bottom, but both teams here positioning themselves to try to take it. There's the Stampede. Are they going to make anything out of it, though? Doesn't look like it.
We've had some freaking long games, man.
So we're cursed. Mostly I'm cursed.
55 minutes, man. What am I? Why is this? I'll say that it is a really good game, if not just sloppy in general. The movements have been interesting. Fisher on Shocklow gets caught out. They even let Shadow they dust as well. Equal, we'll see him. They're going to chant Totem. Shocklow's very tanky. He's going to throw for Blade Mail as well. Mantis is going to use his Mantis style. He's he's got to pop the Satanic to stay alive. That's impressive. Shocklow is still swinging, but unfortunately he does go down in the end.
Well, Throne's exposed.
Okay, that's not good.
This is getting awkward.
It's time.
Stallcat just needs to be on defense at this point. Like,
Mantis, it's time, dude. You know what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, he has 8,000 gold, and I guess you probably sell the Manta?
I don't think that Mantis is necessary at all.
Yeah, I don't think it really helps that much.
It gives you a decent amount of agility and attack speed. And
If he sells it, he'll have buyback and enough for Rapier. I don't know. I think it's probably the right choice. This game is getting pretty desperate now with the Throne exposed.
Winex might blink away. What are you doing? What? Why don't you just attack him? He's got a blink tag. Just right-click him.
Clown Shoes. Clown Shoes Dota. Stallcat is pushing out the top lane. And in comes Yoki. And he might even try to kill Stallcat here.
Yoki? Oh, God. Blink away. Nicely done. Relocate. Kind of off the mark. Yoki's going to blink away again.
Yep.
Arrow's going to fly. Say My Wild has leap. He's pretty much going to have to use it here.
Yeah, they're all fine.
That relocate left something to be desired. Stallcat's still chasing.
I don't know why he left bottom. Like, just go kill the tower, man.
We're playing fetch here. It almost feels like for Next.KZ, they're succumbing to some interesting movements from Relax.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. Aegis, only 3 minutes left.
You've got to make something happen.
What are you doing with your
that.
gold, dude? Buy a new item.
Well, I mean, he's got the Aegis. That's the thing.
I mean, is this Manta really actually doing anything? It doesn't seem like it.
Maybe not. Wadafucker getting caught out in the mid lane. Shocklow going to town. He's about to helix him. And, of course, he's the Culling Blade. But guess what? Stallcat is here. Here we go. Finally a fight. Tame My Wild taking that right-click damage. Shocklow getting low as well. They're going to chase after him. Stampede now getting used. Shocklow's going to use the Berserker's Call, but guess what? Mantis does not care about that. Wadafucker got a little bit low. Now it's time to force out the buybacks, boys. Even if Yoki goes in that top lane, it doesn't matter. Force out the buybacks, and then at least go from there.
Yeah, they have Stallcat back in the top lane, pushing out this top lane, and as long as that happens, the Throne is going to be very hard to kill with that backdoor protection, so I think they just need to march down middle, force out the buybacks.
Mantis is hitting hard, too.
Yeah, I mean, he has 11,000 gold.
He's level 25. He's maxed out almost. And he might even just wait for this Aegis and then buy a Divine Rapier and then a BKB and then save for buyback. And He just shotgunned an illusion. How unfortunate.
It's fine.
Yeah, he's got rearms, so it's okay. Tier 3 tower, though, about to take a spill. They have buyback. Windex is going to jump right in on a Mantis. There's going to be a TP coming through from Stallcat. He wants to fight. Static Storm heading up right now. Luckily, there is that Aegis up on Mantis here. Wadafaka, he's not so lucky. He's going to try to get that mech off. Wadafaka, well,
right,
he's still alive. Now the Aegis is going to go. Is there an item to be bought here coming out for Mantis? Meanwhile, the Berserker's called nicely BKB'd. Windex, he has reincarnation, so no real trouble there. They're going to back off. Equals down for 5 more seconds. Wadafaka got low. Mantis, what are you buying, my friend? What is your item of choice? We're going to find out. Shockwell jumps in. Reeves might be receiving that Culling Blade. It looks like he will. Mantis is going in hard. He kills Dread. Now the reincarnation. Mantis is starting to do work in these fights. Mantis trying to dish out the damage on Shockwell, but they get the kill on Wadafaka. Mantis, he's going to use the Mantis style. No BKB. Relocate. They're going to bring Mantis out here maybe in a second. They jump in Stallcat, Windex. Now there's going to be that Blade Mail. He's still fighting here. Windex fighting fresh. That is going to be his second death. Buybacks available absolutely for both him and Dread. Mantis is going to stay around with about 13k in terms of his gold. Another Blink Berserker Spall. But Stallcat is there ready to go. He jumps in. He hits the hoof stomp. The double edge as well. The call down. They finally get the kill on Mantis.
Dies, though.
Yeah, he will buy back. Now equal. He's on the receiving end of Yoki's flame and wrath. Finally, he'll go down. Yoki gets a double kill. This, I can't even keep track with half the things happening on the map right now. Buy back. He botsed in. He bought another BKB. He's got enough gold for a rapier and no more buyback.
What is buy a damage item? Like,
he needs to put this BKB on the ground, essentially.
Yeah, I don't like. He literally has dead gold right now. He just bought back. He has enough for any item in the game.
Oh boy.
Gets E-bladed, Dagant, only at half HP, and
Another
they're just
buyback.
going for it right now. This is it.
Man,
this is a push for
This
Mantis.
is the death push. Windex jumping back in. Reincarnation is available. So the Satanic doing work now. That reincarnation is going to come in. Where is Yoki? He's about to come in on the backside. There is a huge Static Storm. That is not what you wanted. Mantis is in trouble. Hexed as well. Can he get out in time? It looks like he will. Oh no, Glimpse coming back in, but now the BKB stopping, and he's got to leave now. Windex, that reincarnation was just used to relocate. They want to wait for Io, but they want to go back in. Here we go. Fisher on to 2. This game's not done yet. Double edge. Windex taking the brunt of the damage. So is Equal. And he's already used that Equal Slam. He's going to fall to the Thunderstrike. Windex, he's going to go down. No buyback. There's going to be the rockets flying through. They want this set of racks. They're working so hard for it. Oh, Jaru dies. He died to the E-Blade, and he died to the freaking Dagon. He's down for 120 seconds. Yoki's doing work, man. He's going to get another kill, but the Blade Mail coming out. He actually killed Yoki. He's going to have to buy back. What is happening, dude? I can't... Oh, my God.
Blade Mail kills Tinker from the Wisp, and... Oh, God. Stallcat going to try to make the way. There's the Hex. Yoki playing this fairly well. Another Hex. Down he goes. No way he's making it out of this one. Falls to the ground, and finally Mantis buys a Divine Rapier.
My Lord.
I don't know why he waited so long. That was just... Oof.
I don't know if that would have made a difference in that last engagement.
Maybe. It's hard to say. I mean, Relax. It seems like they've pushed it out, though, and no buybacks across the board except for the Disruptor, and... Well, we've reached another game over 60 minutes, Mont. It seems that we have the magic touch.
I don't know what's happened, but we've entered Bizarre Land.
Yep.
I don't know how many times I've said this isn't Dota, and I actually really meant it, but this is one of those times.
Yeah, and Death Push now middle for Relax. No buybacks for either side except for Wadafaka, and Tame My Wild is going to try to make something happen here. Viper Strike on Shaklo, turns on the Blade Mail. I can't believe they're going for these Raxes. The throne is exposed.
No.
They're going to try to take Wadafaka. Dread's here. There's the kinetic field, not catching him inside of it, and going to leave that Static Storm available. Down goes the Rax, and, well, it looks like Relax may have taken this one with Mantis dead for another 30 seconds. I'm not sure there's going to be anything they can do. Oh, Wadafaka making a case for it, and so is Fisher. This game is just ridiculous. Dread is going to go down here.
They couldn't even finish off the throne. They're not done yet. Relax.
If they'd spent all that time they were using on the Raxes on the throne...
I don't know if they would have gotten it because they were holding a pretty strong position.
Oh,
Stallcat, you have no buyback, my friend. He will stomp and he might survive this. He actually has a Blink Dagger in 1 second. Well, he's not going to get it off. BKB has been popped for Tame My Wild. The Starstorm, the Echo Slam, not going to really do anything to Tame My Wild, and they're actually both going to die. A chop coming through, but here we go. Gyrocopter the Divine Rapier. It's real. Windex taking some damage. He's the only one, however. Not nearly enough. He will have his reincarnation. Windex is just going to get out of there. He's going to TP back home. He doesn't want to deal with this. Windex actually blinked into the trees.
Dawn is taking damage.
Yeah, it's actually getting close to dying here. Mantis is... is this going to be it? The late game marathon coming through? Can they push this Invaders attack back? And can they actually defend and go for high ground themselves? They've gotten a tier 3 tower, but not much else. And Roshan has to be up, and in fact it is. I don't even know if you go for it at this point. There's only 2 buybacks left on the map. 1 for the Viper, 1 for Dread on that Disruptor. Now with no buyback really for Gyrocopter for another 1 minute and 55 seconds.
Throne is so exposed though, half HP. They need a lot of people on defense.
Time
they
to
cannot
1v5.
let creeps into the base, and Mantis really needs an Aegis here. This is weird.
I can't believe this is happening right now. This is unbelievable. Mantis is going in hard right now, but unfortunately, they like you said, have their throne exposed. It's at about 2,000 HP. It's regenning up slowly but surely. Mantis is going to head to the top lane and just try to farm this real quick and try to push this wave out. Luckily, with Flat Cannon, he clears a creep wave in about 2 hits. So, I don't know when you make your move here if you're X Gaming. I don't know if you make a move. At some point, you're going to have to, because now it's going to be some split push Dota. They're going to be working on trying to get in every entrance and orifice here in this base and just trying to go for a kill or two. At 64 minutes in, we've reached yet another long one like you've talked about. Yoki's TPing around the map. Mantis is doing his best at pushing all of these waves out. He is really the only person keeping this game alive for X Gaming. Stalkat's had really nice hoof stomps, but this Viper has done somewhat decently, and especially on that last push, he's helped out a lot, but damn, I just don't know, man. I just don't know.
I mean, it's basically 0 mistake time for Next.KZ. If they make a mistake, the game is going to end very shortly afterwards, with this throne sitting at a little over half HP. The other hand, Relax have a bit more room for error. Their tier 4s are exposed though, so if Next.KZ get into the base, they are just going to be able to go right in. There's an Animal Courier dropped on the ground. I assume this is a closet for Gyrocopter.
Yeah,
I think it is.
I'm going to assume that as well. It's become that time. You're actually well versed in these late game scenarios. You know about closets. You know about the heroes.
Oh god, it's a Naked Greevel. Oh, they lost. Oh Jesus, the 65-minute Naked Greevel.
With a very Russian name.
That's awful.
The most Russian name I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh my god.
Or I guess rather Kazakhstanian.
Well, we'll see what it's gonna buy here. I mean, there's not actually oh god. Oh, it's a Roche Courier. Jesus. I guess that's a fitting job for the Naked Greevel.
They know what's up. I mean, what else are you going to buy at this point?
Scouting Courier.
Yeah, I mean,
obviously.
I guess that's the... I would not have thought of it, but when you get 6 slotted and you have money up the wazoo, you might as well buy some interesting items. Buybacks are now starting to get there for X Gaming. They actually have buyback on the Gyrocopter now. They're ready to maybe make a push here. Problem is, if you die and lose the Rapier, you pretty much lost the game, so...
I think he just goes Roche, sells the Manta, picks up the Aegis. He could sell bots, but that seems incredibly risky.
If he like flat cannons like the entire team and they get hit like 3 times, they're gonna die.
At this point,
and just I think he's gonna sell the Mantis. Well, please don't give the Aegis to Wadafaka.
If they give the Aegis to someone who's not Mantis, I'll be very upset.
Yeah, I'll join you actually. I don't. There's no reason to. All right. Okay. Guys, I've got this item that drops on my death. There's one way to make sure that it doesn't happen. It's called the Aegis.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I really wanted this Mantis style, though. We're getting a little too heavy in the flame.
I mean,
there are decisions
I think it's
that,
warranted.
There are decisions that are made.
That is like 67 minutes of the game. You have a Gyrocopter with a Rapier. How does he not get the Aegis? He could almost buy another one. Like,
I don't know, man. He's gonna sell the Mantis.
He could sell the Mantis style and buy another Rapier.
Rapier. Yeah, you know that's gonna happen, right? He's
gonna sell my.
He's going to sell this Mantis style. He's going to buy another Divine Rapier. It's gonna happen whether you like it or not. Well, first of all, he needs to save the buyback.
All right. Well, Relax are pushing in this top lane. They catch Skullcat. There's the Sheep Stick. Are they gonna be able to perma-hex him?
No. Jump it in.
No, they're not.
They think that there's gonna be follow up here. Skullcat's actually just gonna die, or not. They actually can't kill him.
Oh, he has 4,000 HP.
It's kind of tough.
Beauty.
To that, yeah. I don't know if they want to fight this now. They have relocate. This might be the time to use it. They're baiting it out, kind of. TP away from Yoki. He needs to go back home. Here's the relocate. Stomp up on Windex. Is this the fight we're looking for? Static Storm off the mark. Windex, he's going to fall. Oh, it's fine. Not an issue. Call down going as well. Windex actually blinks away, but Equal's ready for it. There's the Fisher going in. On the backside, there's a Viper Strike somewhere else. They actually, the relocate is done now. They actually brought both back. Shocklow is going to come in. Oh my god, they brought both back. That's a disaster. They're going to lose their entire team here potentially. Stallcat, there's the dunk on one. There's the dunk on to two. Now Wadafaka getting blown up as well. There's no ages for him. He has to choose though. He might need to use it. Mantis is coming in now. He's throwing up the right clicks. Dread is the first to fall to his domination. Tamai Wild, he throws up the arrow. It actually connected. They know he's there. Tamai Wild leaps into the trees again. They're still looking for him. They're going to find him and stomp. 3 right clicks is all it takes to get the kill there. On the back side of things, Windex is actually going to find a courier with something on it. Nope, just a random courier flying through. Yoki, he's going to get hexed up right now. This Yoki actually might fall for the first time in quite some time. He has buyback, yes, but...
Well, everyone has buyback.
We are not even close to being done, I feel like.
Well, and I hope this game matters for these teams, because if not, this was a lot of work for nothing. Let's say a quick little check-in here.
Oh my god. The courier just walked right by Windex, and it was right here. It was right here. That's another BKB. Excellent for Gyrocopter. Really like that choice. The closet is now starting to become full.
Next.KZ, if they win, will be tied for 4th. So this game's pretty important.
Yeah, because Rich Pro lost for him.
Yeah,
but it might not
Pro
matter, though. Right? It might not matter?
What do you mean? They'll be tied for 4th. How does that not matter?
I don't know what I'm saying.
No worries. No worries, dude.
Shocklow, you're gone.
God, they need a stun. They need hexes.
They need really anything, honestly.
Well, continuing forward here, we've breached the 70-minute mark, and
let's see if we can get to 80. 2 80-minute games.
Tinker has a Bloodstone now. He's gonna sell this Soul Ring, pick up the Bloodstone, and Ultra Late. I think this is a pretty good item. Lets you sustain in fights a little bit longer, and well. I think they realized that Windex is in the base. Yeah, they have. He's dead. He's going to reincarnate. I think Stallcat. Stallcat might not actually have enough damage to kill him again, so Wadafaka is going to come over and help him out.
Yeah, that's nice. And everyone's pushing down mid, too. They'll maybe get... Do they have bots? I think they have bots in Stallcat. Do they have bots in Wadafaka? They do.
Of course they do. We're at 70 minutes. Everyone has bots.
Wadafaka will be able
bots
to...
Bots for everyone.
5 seconds for that TP. Axe picks up a BKB, because why not?
Still buybacks for most players here.
Even if they lose a set of racks, he's not going to buy back, and it's already too late. He's not going to buy back now anymore. They have to kill him twice now. Like they have to kill Tinker twice now, and I feel like he's the biggest issue coming out for Relax's side. So, X Gaming are looking to close this out. I mean, I can't believe
another BKB. What is going on here? Mantis.
He's got one on the.
He's got another one.
No, the other one is.
He has one in stash, one on a courier, and one on him.
Well, the one is his stash is gonna the one from earlier. The one.
Yeah, he has another one.
He wanted a full 10-second duration.
I know. So he's at 3 now. And look, this courier is actually on patrol.
Blade Mail actually did a lot of damage.
Do you see this? They have a patrolling courier in their base.
That's awesome. That's pretty awesome.
Fight might
break out. Stallcat ready to go. Mantis is actually, he was in Viz for a second, smoked up. More blade mails coming out. I told you they'd do it, man.
Mass blade mails.
I told you they'd do it.
I mean, they kind of have to at this point.
Yoki is like, I can't even get close to that. Blink forward, Shocklow. Static Storm, Mantis. This Rapier might be on the deck here in a second. Oh, they relocated him back. They got him out of there. Wraith King buys back Wadafaka now. Maybe in trouble here. Taking a lot of damage. The blade mail will go. Shocklow doing work. The Echo Slam on Shocklow. That damage, though. He has buyback, obviously. They bring Mantis back into the fray. Everyone's buying back all over the place. Windex still has reincarnation. Mantis, that is the wrong target to focus, I feel like. He's got his full duration BKB. Get the racks, man. Get out of there. And we are nowhere near done, I think. Windex is chasing. Mantis style is going to go. That's a bit of damage, but obviously the illusions don't get the bonus damage from the Rapier. That would be disgusting. Wadafaka is trying to deal with top. Yoki jumping in. Wadafaka is inherently tanky. I don't know if he can get this kill. He's just gonna. This is gonna be the most methodical kill. No, he's not even gonna get it. He's gonna back off now. He's
afraid.
Oh, the blade mail
coming in. And
that's not.
Mantis is back now. The throne is regen to almost full HP, and well, now we're reaching my area of expertise. The post 75-minute mark is approaching, and
I've only been versed into one, I believe.
This is my 4th this week, and
are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's right. You had the WPCA's match. So sorry.
I'm prepared for this ultra late game as I've now expected all Dota games to last this long. I had a pub the other day that lasted 25 minutes and it felt really weird.
It was like, this doesn't seem like Dota. What happened?
Hex is finished for Dread. And, well, it looks like it's going to be a butterfly for Tame My Wild.
That's the thing, too.
I really don't understand why he still has this
on a long enough timeline, everyone's going to catch up to this gyrocopter.
I just don't understand. Why does he have this mantle? What does it even do? Buy another rapier.
It helps pushing.
So does a
Gives him
rapier.
nice stats, gives him move speed, attack speed, and a little bit of everything else. And you get your illusions.
I'd take 300 damage.
Well, so would many people, but that's not why they're on... I mean, that's why they're not on pro teams.
I mean, it's just not. It's not even doing anything though. Like, there's no silences he needs Samantha out of. It
Listen,
helps him push the lanes.
I am
a
the
little
first
bit.
person to say that I would like to see a Divine Rapier on Mantis, but it seems like that's not gonna happen besides the one he already has.
I mean, when you buy 2 rapiers, it's less risky than buying 1 because you're more likely to kill the enemy team before you die. Because if you die with a rapier, you die with a rapier.
I mean, you got Ghost Scepters though to deal with. There's an Ethereal Blade now up on Yoki that he's had for ages, and on top of that, you've got to deal with Blade Mails when your BKB is down. There is so many variables here to Mantis' play that I can't even begin to fathom how he's controlling all of this as the carry and just kind of saying, listen, let's do this, that, and another thing, I'm ready to go. Roshan is not respawning yet. It would be amazing if this was a minimum,
be an 11-minute
a minimum Roshan respawn time.
It's all.
Let's roll the dice, Greg. What's it going to be here?
It would be fitting for it to be a max duration rush.
Well, it's
That's
almost.
pretty close.
It's about average. 10 minutes in there. Stampede relocates top. They found Stallcat. Oh, that's not good. That is a static storm. Mantis is going to die. Mantis is dead. Shockwell just got a double kill. The Rapier is on the deck. Who is going to pick it up? They're pinging.
Probably.
Tame My Wild. All right.
Well, now he has to buy back into the game. How much gold does that leave him with?
Not enough for a
another
Rapier.
Well,
That's the answer we're looking for.
that's really the answer I'm looking for. And
there's no buybacks on the Dire team at all. Tame My Wild's about to hit like a truck. So here we go, everybody. Is this going to be the end of the game? Wadafaka gets caught out with the Wraithfire Blast. Arrows flying through. Shocklow jumping right in on equal. The cooldown's going to go. It's going to do pretty much no damage. The Echo Slam does get off. Windex is going to fall, but he's got Reincarnation. He doesn't seem to mind. Marana died somehow. The Rapier's been picked up by Dread at this point. BKB going. The Mantis-style split coming in. This is going to be it potentially. Shocklow still going in right now. Dread looking to throw those right clicks up. Mantis is taking a lot of damage. He's going to fall again. That's it. It's GG. It's over. I can't believe it. They're going to lose their entire team and relax. With like a 15,000 gold lead like half an hour ago. They're able to take the base and take the racks and take not only that, but most importantly, the Ancient. Dread right-clicking like a boss at the end of that game. I can't believe that just happened.
Well, in the end, I don't know. Next.KZ on the back of a bum relocate are going to lose the game. Relocates in, they both get static stormed, and that is the end. Shows you the power of that new Aghanims, though. I feel like we deserve marathon medals. Is that a thing?
And marathons, yeah.
Well, what about Dota?
Not so much. All right, guys, we got one more game to come up here on High Ground TV. Thanks so much for joining us. My name is Maud. With me is What Is Hip. You can follow us on Maud22 and at What Is Hip TV. Check out highground.tv as well. Our nice little website. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to jump into the last game of the day here on highground.tv.
Virtus Pro versus EHE.
That's actually kind of an important game for Virtus Pro to secure a playoff spot. Obviously, X Gaming, they're in a really important position as well. We'll see who comes out on top. Thanks for joining us, guys. We'll be back in un momento.